Good day, family. Angela Cage here with Cage Wellness Collaborations. And today I want to talk to you about not wasting your energy. And when I say not wasting your energy, I mean not wasting your energy on the things that are beyond your control. Last year, I actually did a message that was really talking about focusing on the things that are within your control. This is going to be a similar message, but I did want to come to you all today and just bring forth this message because, in light of the current situation that we're in under the current administration, many people have reached out to kind of just lay their fears for the future at my doorstep, kind of get my opinion, help them navigate the space that we're in. Whether or not you voted for the current administration, this is where we are now. And within days or weeks of the new administration, there were several executive orders that have taken place, many that seem extreme, and a lot of people are worried about what the future looks like. So I implore you again, don't waste your energy on the things that are not within your control. Can you control what someone else is doing? The answer would be no. Can you control how you respond? The answer is absolutely yes. So that is the message for today. So with everything that is going on, like I said, people have reached out. What's going on with the future? As some of you may know, I am a government employee, so a lot of my colleagues are wondering, like, what's my take on what's going on? How am I going to deal with? What if this? What if that? Well, I can't get lost in the what if. I have been very candid and shared with you all that I suffer from anxiety. I've actually been diagnosed with general anxiety disorder. So I can allow myself to get in a space where I spiral out of control. I can let my mind just race with what if this happens, what if that happens, and I could really get lost and find myself in a very deep and dark place, but I refuse to. I use the tools that my therapist has helped me develop to find that works for me. And I want to be able to share some of the tools that I use with you so that you can help navigate this current space that we're in. If this is a time of uncertainty for you, or any space that you find yourself in where you're prone to worry, where your first inclination is to worry, well, we're not going to do that. We are going to focus on the things that are within our control. And the first thing is to assess the situation. So really take a good look at the situation. What is it that you're concerned about? What is giving you trepidation? What is causing you angst about the current situation? And ask yourself, is there something about the situation that I have control over? So if it's about another person and the actions that they're taking, do you have control over that person and their actions? Well, unless that person is a child that is up underneath your command and will respond to what you say, then the answer is likely no. You can't control what someone else does, but you can control how you respond. And that is where you focus your efforts and energy, is in the response, because you get to decide how to respond. I'm currently reading a book, and I am not all the way through the book, but so far it is a book that I would highly recommend. It's called The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And this resonates so much with me because what Mel is saying in this book is let them, and then let me. Let them do what they're going to do, and then let me decide how I'm going to respond. And that's really at the heart of focusing on what you can control. Really focus what's in your control. And if you look at a situation, you've analyzed it, you don't have control over the other person, and you're thinking, what do I have control over? And you may not have full control over the entire situation. Like, let's say right now there may be some uncertainty with federal jobs. So if you're someone who is employed by the federal government and your job may be uncertain and you really can't control what's going to happen, you don't even know what's going to happen. But what you do have control over is, number one, how you respond, and number two, preparation. So, and that's key for me. If I'm uncertain about a situation and I don't have all of the answers right in front of me in order to be able to make a informed decision about what my response is going to be, then I need to prepare. So instead of getting deep in a dark hole about what could be, I take that time to prepare. So instead of getting lost in the what ifs, then I may think of what is the worst case scenario. And whatever that worst case scenario is. So if I'm a federal employee and the worst case scenario is I lose my job, then at that point, I need to create a plan. If the worst were to happen, what am I prepared to do? And I'm going to lay out that plan. So I need to look at my savings. Do I have enough savings to last me until I can find another job? If the answer is no, then I need to take steps in order to get myself in a place where I can sustain myself financially until I can secure another position. Would that be a time to refocus my efforts? Do I need to get another degree? Do I need to go back to school? Is this a time for me to pursue my passions? Like, has the universe opened up in such a way so that now this unfortunate event of me losing my job could turn into be the biggest blessing, because now I have the opportunity to really fully pursue something that I've been passionate about. So those are the kind of things that I want you to think about. So think about what you can focus your efforts on. And again, going back to that book by Mel Robbins, and if you haven't heard about it, or even if you have heard about it but haven't picked it up yet, I highly recommend get it on audiobook, listen to it, read it. There's so much good stuff here, but really it's about applying the let them and let me in all types of situations. And it really can work, and it really reduces stress and really can improve the quality of your life. And that's what I implore you to do here. I encourage you to do that here. When there's times of uncertainty, don't waste your time and efforts on the things that you have no control over. Let that situation be what it is. You're going to have to anyway, because you don't have any control over it. So you might as well get your mind prepared. Let that thing happen. Let them do that. Let them think that. Let it happen. And then let me decide how I'm going to respond. Am I going to have an emotional meltdown? Which I do honor your emotions in the moment. I say just don't get stuck there. So if you need to allow yourself 2 minutes to grieve the loss of the job, if that's what happens, then let's do that. But let's not get stuck there. Let's not get stuck in that place of despair, and create a plan. Create a solid plan for what you can do if the worst were to happen. And that should give you some confidence that you are prepared should the worst happen. And even if you didn't think of the worst that could happen, and let's say it happens and you're not prepared, then the moment that it does happen, then at that point you decide, what am I going to do about this? Let me take a step back and let me create this plan for how I'm going to move forward, so I can execute and handle this in such a way where I'm not expelling my energy in unnecessary places. I'm focusing my energy and efforts in the most productive places possible. So I really wanted to share that message with you all today. I appreciate you all for taking the time to listen. Go to the YouTube channel or anywhere on the social medias. Check out any of the other messages that may be able to resonate with you or help you navigate a difficult space in your life. I love you all always, and you know I want you all to win. Make it a great day.